Welcome to level 5 of the optimization program. Let's go and do the work. A factory produces screws and bolts 5 times the number of boxes of 100 screws added to 2 times the number of boxes of 100 bolts is not smaller than. The screws are X and the bolts are Y. 5 times the number of boxes of 100 screws, so that's going to be 5X. Added to 2 times the number of boxes of 100 bolts, so 2Y is not smaller than 12. 5x plus 2y is not smaller than, so that means, could it be equal to? Yeah. Could it be greater than? Sure. It is greater than or equal to 12. I want to get the y all alone. Subtract the 5x from both sides, so 2y is greater than or equal to negative 5x plus 12. I want to get the y all alone, so I'm going to divide everything by 2. Y is greater than or equal to negative 5 over 2x plus 6. That's our first. Let's get our next. The number of boxes of bolts, that's y, is at least 1. Y is at least 1. Y is greater than or equal to 1. The next one. 2 times the number of boxes of 100 screws, that's 2x. Added to the number of boxes of 100 bolts, that's y, does not exceed 25. 2x plus y does not exceed, that means it's less than is okay and is equal to is okay, so it's less than or equal to 25. 2x plus y is less than or equal to 25. The next one, 7 times the number of boxes of 100 bolts, that's 7y, is fewer than 42 more than 5 times the number of boxes of 100 screws, 5x. I want to get the y alone. I'm going to subtract the 2x from both sides. So y is less than or equal to negative 2x plus 25. We had 7y is fewer than, is less than 42 more than 5 times the number of boxes of 100 screws, so 5x is fewer than 5 more than what? Put the what first. 5x is fewer than 42 more than 5 times the number. Is 42 more than 5 times the number of screws, so 5x plus 42. I want to get that y alone, and the 7 is multiplying it, so I'm going to divide every term by 7. That gives us y is less than 5/7 x plus 42 divided by 7 is 6. And there is our graphable. After that, we have the production cost. We'll come back to that later on. Let's graph all of this. Everything that is highlighted is graphable. We have y is greater than negative 5 over 2x plus 6. Our b value is 6. Our slope is negative 5 over 2. It's greater than or equal to, we're talking about a solid line, and we're going to be shading above. My b is 6. The slope is negative 5 over 2. The delta y is negative 5. The delta x is 2. We'll move over 2 and then down 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's greater than or equal to. We're shading above, and it's a solid line. So there's a solid line, and I'm going to shade above. So I'm going to put a little up arrow on it. The next one, y is greater than or equal to 1. That's a horizontal line, like that. The slope is 0. The y is equal to 1 is that. Y is greater than or equal to. We are shading above. Y is less than or equal to, so a solid line, and we're shading below. Negative 2x plus 25, so the b value is 25 and the slope is negative 2. The delta y is negative 2, the delta x is just 1. I want to find my 25 as my b, and there's 25. The slope is negative 2 over 1, so I'm going to go over 1 with the x and down 2 with the y's, like that. It's less than or equal to, so it's a solid line, and we are shading below. I'm just going to drag this arrow down here. The last equation, y is less than 5/7 x plus 6. The p value is 6, and the slope is 5/7. So here's my 6, 5, 6, 7, and 5/7. So I'm going to move up 5 from there. Up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a dotted line because it's less than. It's not equal to, so it's a dotted line, and less than we're shading below. We're shading below. Well, here's our polygon of constraints. Like that. The factory wishes to minimize their production costs. Graph the polygon of constraints and find the number of boxes of 100 screws and boxes of 100 bolts that will minimize the cost. So we're going to look at all these vertices. Some of them we can't use because they're on dotted lines. I cannot use that one or that one, but we could use these two. We're after the minimum. We're trying to minimize our cost, so it's probably going to be this one. The production cost on each box of screws is $1.74. 1.74 times the x value times the A2. Each box of bolts is $3.80. 3.8 and done. Fill this down. It's probably going to be 2, 1, 2, 1, but I'm going to put in my other values as well. We have 2, 1, 12, 1. We have 7, 11. Here we have 0, 6. We are after the minimum cost, which is our 728. If we have 2 boxes of screws and 1 box of bolts, our production cost is down to 728. 728 with 2 and 1. 2 boxes of screws, 1 box of bolts, and $7. Don't forget your dollar sign. $7.28. And then we press enter.
Yay.
And that's how you do a level 5 question. Have a good day.